graduation ceremony of the IGCSE batch of 2024. On this august occasion, it is our pleasure and privilege to have with us as our chief guest Mr. Rohit Gera, trustee of the Gera School. A very warm welcome to you, sir. On behalf of the principal and staff, I extend a very warm welcome also to the parents and guardians of our graduating students, members of the working committee, and our special guests. 19th January 2024 will be a special day for us at the Gera School, as the second batch of students leaves us after successfully completing their 2-year IGCSE program. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, the IGCSE class of 2024 in their school formals and their graduation attire will now take their place on stage, one of the many stages they will walk on in the great pageant of life. Our first IGCSE batch mirrors the diversity of school in the varied cultures and backgrounds, but united in this, that they are warm, talented, well-behaved, and responsible. Students, please be seated. The flame of the lamp symbolizes knowledge. The lighting of the lamp signifies the dispelling of the darkness of ignorance and prejudice. We request the chief guest, Mr. Gera, our principal, Mr. Joseph, Ms. Deirdre Gokhale, Ms. Suparna Das, Ms. Shivangi Reja, and Mr. Ron Alima, father of the head boy Keith Alima, to light the lamp. Students of the batch of 2024, the lamp is being lit for you. May the flame be always alive in you. May you always burn with honest passion and a zest for life. Make beautiful your world and the worlds of those you impact. you. What might life be but a dull, daily round if we seek not to make things better each day, even if incrementally? To paraphrase Tennyson, these students, whom we hope are of one equal temper of heroic hearts, will also be strong in will and will strive, seek, find, and not yield. I call upon Elahe Srinivasan of grade 9 to sing that lovely song of inspiration and aspiration, Reach. Thank you, Elahe. That was beautiful. The words and the lovely melody will stay with all of us for long. Mr. Rohit Gera, trustee, the Gera School, is a third generation real estate entrepreneur and managing director at Gera Developments. He studied at the Doon School, Dehradun. He has a double major in building construction with project management and economics from the University of Massachusetts and has also completed an advanced management program in real estate from the Graduate School of Design at Harvard University. He has served the real estate sector in numerous capacities on the managing committee of CREDAI Pune Metro. He is a part of the Young Presidents Organization and has held various positions on the executive committee, including that of chapter chair. Rohit Gera is best known for his innovative thinking, reflected in differentiated product lines and customer engagement initiatives. His philosophy shapes the company's culture, which constantly endeavors to outdo while remaining true to the core values of trust, quality, innovation, and customer first. He is an industry leader and is reputed for his forthright views on legislation, micro and macro issues that face the real estate sector. He is also passionate about furthering the cause of family business. May we request Mr. Gera to please address the graduating IGCSE batch of 2024.
And to address the graduating batch, then I will address the graduating batch. Principal Joseph, teachers, faculty, parents, students, and of course the graduating class of 2024. I am delighted to be here to speak with all of you today. You know, as I reflected on what I should speak on in terms of a subject, I was challenged by the fact that even though you are leaving the school and you still have a couple of more years of high school ahead of you. So in some ways, there's not a major change as far as you all are concerned, but as far as all of us are concerned, the trustees, the school, the faculty, this is indeed a major step. This talk is for you, and so I have chosen to speak on something that I believe is going to be extremely important for you in the future. I want to talk to you about adaptability. Imagine you're playing a video game, but the rules keep changing. You're heading in one direction, suddenly you need to go in another direction. The goalpost changes, the players change. That indeed isn't a video game, that's life. Fast, unpredictable, and full of curveballs. That's what you have to move towards, what you will be facing and what you will be challenging. You have seen unpredictability at a very young age. And just a few years ago, we all went through the COVID pandemic. There's enough said about that. But you know, we never imagined the world that the world would come to a standstill. Everyday things that we take for granted would be changed. Countries would be shut down. Food would be hard to, you need to go out in line and wait and social distancing. So this was something that was totally unexpected. And while some may say this is a once in a century kind of event and you guys and all the kids here have seen this for that one in a century, I hope you're right. But I think things like the pandemic, things like all the other changes that we're seeing, reinforces the need for us to be adaptable. So when we talk about change, Let's talk about change in technology. So the internet is only 30 years old. For some of you, oh my God, it's 30 years old. For some of us, it's only 30 years old, right? Can you imagine a world without the internet? Forget the internet. Can you imagine a world without Instagram? And much more recently, we got hit by ChatGPT. How many of you, audience and stage, have used ChatGPT? It's okay to say you have, it's fine. Most of the people here have used it, right? How many of you use it regularly? I see one or two hands. I see a few hands of people who use it regularly. So here's the thing. Those of you who raise their hands to using it regularly, that's great. I can guarantee with certainty that over the next 6 to 12 months, if you are asked the same question, almost all of you will raise your hands. That's the change that's happening around us. I was in another conversation, and a group of people actually said they have replaced their Google search with using AI as their search tool. So this is the change that's happening around us. And you know, the things that AI can do is absolutely tremendous. We're just beginning the AI journey. It's going to cause some people to lose their jobs, and it's going to create new jobs for other people. Imagine, if you will, wearing glasses, right, which have a recording chip, okay, a camera, and a projector that projects onto the lens. I'm not talking about something which is far away. I'm talking about something that you'll probably see in 2024, latest 2025. Now, what's going to happen with this is whatever you're saying, whatever you're seeing is going to be processed, and you will be aided by things projected onto the lens that will help what you're doing. Again, this is not far away, this is not science fiction. This is something that we're going to see happen very soon. The day before yesterday, how many of you have use Samsung phones here? Number of people. The day before yesterday, Samsung unveiled they do this annual thing, right? Unveil the next tech feature, what's going forward. They came up with a real-time translator. So you can send a text message in one language, it goes to the other person in the language of their choice. They reply in their language, you get it in the language that you're sending the messages on. Now imagine when AI actually layers onto a phone call, and you can speak in English and the person hears the translation in Spanish real time or French, and that person speaks French and you get it back in English. It opens up the world. Now imagine you're using this technology when you're traveling. The whole world is your oyster, right? You can go absolutely anywhere and not be hindered by a language barrier. This is tomorrow's world. This is your world. At the same time, there's global challenges, there's climate change, there's pandemics, there's social movements. The world throws up surprise after surprise, and we just need to adjust and adapt. There are changes in many professions, and I'm going to give you an example of a profession where I believe there's going to be tremendous change, and that's the legal profession. You go to a lawyer when you have a problem, and you ask the lawyer the lawyer says we have to go to court, right? So what do? You draft a petition to go to the judge. What does it take to draft a petition? You have to write down, you have to describe the problem. You have to write down, make reference to the laws which have been violated. And then you have to make reference to case laws, and case laws are nothing but old judgments by the High Court, by the Supreme Court. All this is all about research. Right? You will be able to very soon go ahead and say, this is my problem, these are the facts, and the AI tool will actually draft that petition. So the role of what the lawyer has to do has got to change. The lawyer has to adapt. Let me give you an example a little bit closer to your world. Homework. When I asked about ChatGPT, they were like very kind of, should I raise my hand, should I not, should I raise my hand, should I not? I won't ask you the question of have you used ChatGPT for your homework, but we have some honest kids at the back, they're saying yes. But today, you're not allowed to use ChatGPT for your homework. It's just like, no. I don't see the world being too far away when people are encouraged, when kids are encouraged to use ChatGPT or use any such AI tool. I'll give you an example I'll give you my own story. I went to study in the US, and I remember it was a physics exam that I needed to study for. And the professor said, it's an open book exam. Right? Now I'm thinking to myself, I've gone from India, where all you do is, you memorize from the book, My first exam, I'm going for this open book exam, I'm like, I have this done. I don't need to study for this. Right? So I went into the classroom, I went and sat down, took out my book, all set for my exam. Do you know the result? I failed the exam. I failed that exam. It's because I didn't know what the school had, what they had done is they raised the type of questions to a level where you don't have to memorize the formula, but you certainly need to know where the formula is in the book. Right? So I failed the exam. But I can tell you this. I adapted really quick. I didn't fail another exam. So adaptability opens you up to learn new things, to embrace new opportunities, and to really become the best version of yourselves. So I'm going to end by telling you how you can become adaptable. Embrace the unknown. Don't fear the change, see it as an adventure. If it's unknown, that's fine. It's not going to break you, it's not going to bite you, it's not going to hurt you. Embrace it. Learn continuously. Don't stop learning. Read, explore, take on new challenges, keep your brain growing, keep learning. Be flexible. I'm sure your parents will be happy to hear that. Be flexible. Don't get stuck in your ways, be open to different approaches. Have an open mind, be flexible. Collaborate. When you work with others, you share ideas, you learn from others, you grow together. And most importantly, or very importantly, stay positive. A positive attitude fuels resilience and helps you bounce back from life's setbacks, and you will have setbacks. And that's part of life. But a positive attitude will get you bouncing back from that much better. So, as I see it, ladies and gentlemen, adaptability isn't just a skill. To my mind, it is actually a superpower. For today's world, for tomorrow's world, adaptability is indeed a superpower. It lets you thrive in uncertain times and turn challenges into opportunities. So, as you go forward, embrace the change, roll with the punches, and remember, be adaptable, and go out there and write your own success story. As your educators, and I'm sure speaking for your parents too, we're all extremely proud of you. It's now time to go out there and do it for yourself. Good luck and all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your profound words. Indeed, in a world that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, your wise words are timely and invaluable for them. We request the principal to join Mr. Guerra on stage. The valedictorian is traditionally the student who attains the highest cumulative marks in class, a difficult feat that requires perseverance, months and years of diligence and integrity. This year, this prestigious award has been won by Keith Alamau. Please give him a big round of applause. We request Mr. Guerra and Mr. Joseph to present Keith Alamau with the Valedictorian Award. Thank you, Mr. Guerra and Mr. Joseph. May I call upon Keith to deliver the valedictorian's address.
A very good afternoon to our chief guest, Mr. Rohit Guerra, Mr. Joseph, coordinators, staff, and my fellow students. I am honored to receive this award and speak about the crucial and great years that we, the grade 10 students, shared here at TGS. Our conquest began during the COVID pandemic, and our class was surprisingly smaller than our current batch. We only had 4 students. The thought of online classes, as boring as we may have thought, was actually the other way around. Our teachers provided us with classes equivalent to those that we would have received in physical proximity. After what felt like a short year, we were able to return to school and resume physical classes. To students that hadn't been in school for almost 2 years, this seemed like an unpleasant dream, as we would have to wake up early, come to school, and follow prescribed schedules. But the school and our teachers in particular, created a safe and enjoyable environment in school so that we could get right back into the regular school routine. All our fears and blues melted away. From the moment we resumed, each of the 7 of us felt like that we were encouraged to aim for the stars. And with the support that we received from the teachers and staff, it was evident we could achieve our loftiest aspirations. From the teachers giving us past papers in each subject, to sharpen our intellect, to responding to the smallest of doubts over mail in the matter of minutes. We got devoted attention and trusted expertise. To be frank, each one of us can vouch that the years we spent at the school really helped us adopt an attitude that ensures we are hungry to achieve anything we put our hearts and minds to. In the past year, our teachers have played an exceptional role in preparing us for the IGCSE examinations. Our teachers, while keeping up adequate pressure on us so that we never slackened, were there to alleviate any stress and counsel us in case we found ourselves overwhelmed by anything. And so our small batch voluntarily did past papers and revised work thoroughly. With all thanks going to our teachers for inculcating the idea that hard work always pays off, all of us have come far, but we are not done. The best is yet to come. To further nurture our individuality, our school introduced the Student Council, which sought to instill leadership, collaboration, and problem-solving skills. It also helped to serve as a bridge between the school and the student body. I had the opportunity to represent the Phoenix House in its maiden year and to be the head boy in the second year. I felt that the positions in the Student Council instilled a greater sense of responsibility in me as a person, not to mention that it taught me various life lessons, from maintaining strong interpersonal relationships with students to learning how to cope with stress. These positions played a pivotal role in boosting my leadership and public speaking skills and greatly enhanced my self-confidence. Our school also hosted the India's International Movement to United Nations, IIMAN, which helped us work on our analytical and communication skills. While at the Gera School, we were provided with numerous events to develop different facets of ourselves. Examples, the annual day, which helped us have a strong understanding of theatre. The Nexus business event that prepared us for quick and critical thinking, and countless others. Our time at the Gera School may have been short, but it has been an incredible journey. With the help of teachers, staff, and friends, we feel as if we have unlocked our true potential at the Gera School, and that our time here has prepared us for the great journey of life. We, the students of grade 10, express our heartfelt gratitude to our school and staff. Thank you, TGS.
Thank you, Keith. May you do yourself and your family proud. May you use your many gifts to make a positive and joyful impact wherever you are. I request our principal, Mr. Joseph, and our IGCSE coordinator, Ms. Deirdre Gokhale, to please come on stage. The Spirit of TGS Award is given for demonstrating the values of our school in thought, word, and deed. I request Mr. Joseph and Ms. Deirdre Gokhale to present the award to Natalie Morera. Congratulations, Natalie. May you shine in the firmament, true and constant and bright, doing yourself proud and those whose lives are intertwined with yours. I now request the principal to address us.
Then I'm going to do likewise. Mr. Gera, sir. First of all, thank you very much for being here. I know you're an extremely busy man. Your close aides say we get a few minutes a month. So for you to spend a day with us, I know what it must take for you to tear yourself away from work and be with us. So thank you very much for being here. Coordinators, Ms. Deirdre in particular, as you see your second batch go up, graduating students, your parents and guardians, teachers, students, and other guests. Mr. Gera spoke of adaptability, of being gritty in the face of adversity or change. And so I'm going to compliment what he said. Yes, the unfortunate part, Anne, Elena, Keith, Natalie, Aman, Eva, and Zain, is that we have to let you go and not keep you here till 12, but with the next batch we won't have that problem. But you go into another 2 years, and so in some ways you don't really leave a cocoon, a certain shelter that school provides. So you're going to go into another school, and then it's only really later when you enter college that you will be tested. You will have more freedom, but more responsibilities, lots more opportunities then to grow and find yourself. And then it all begins. So even though you're just 16, going to go into 11, 12, I'm going to address you as if you were 18 and leaving the portals of school. So When you finish 12, what you going to do? I read in a book by a certain Mr. Iyer, I forget now the name of the book, and he says, what do you need when you're climbing a mountain? And yes, the obvious answers are, some will say you need oxygen, you need strong muscles, you need conditioning, etc. And he says, well, the first thing that you need is the mountain. Then you climb that mountain. So as you prepare, one of the tests of your education and yourself will be, which mountain will you choose to climb? We move into a culture where it's all about faster, higher, stronger, consumerism, the self more than the collective, and that's where we can run into problems. When people traveled in the old days and they approached a city by road or by sea, one of the things that they used to see were the church spires or the temple tops. Today you see the symbols of industry and commerce. A skyline, a Manhattan skyline. Right? Any picture of New York City, and you see these high-rise buildings. If you go, you probably will now see casinos, ships, the landing blocks for the visitors, and so on. Those might get your attention first as you approach. So, how will you balance yourself? David Brooks, in his book, The Road to Character, talks about a rabbi who writes about Adam 1 and Adam 2. There are two parts of our natures. So Adam 1 is external, it's resume, it's the resume person of you. It's career-oriented, it's ambitious, Adam 1 wants to build, create, produce, to produce. Adam 2 is internal, is the moral Adam. Adam 2 wants to do good, wants to be good, wants to love, needs to sacrifice if need be for a greater good. Adam 1 believes, conquer the world. Adam 2 says, I am here to serve the world. Adam 1 is a very creative person and savors all the victories. Adam 2 is prepared to renounce the world, or is prepared to renounce certain victories for a greater good or for something that is sacred. Adam 1 says, how do things work? Just need to know, how do things work? How can I fix it? How can I make it better? Adam 2 asks, why do things exist? Adam 1 might say, what's my schedule for the day? What am I going to do in the next month? What am I going to achieve? Adam 2 might ask, what's the purpose of my life? What am I going to therefore do this year? Adam 1 wants to set sail, conquer new frontiers. Adam 2 says, I'd rather stay at home and spend time with the family. Or let's go and visit an ailing relative. Or drop in at someone who's in need and see how I can help. Lastly, Adam 1 works in a very utilitarian logic. Practice makes perfect. Effort brings reward. Input leads to output. So work hard, as they say, work hard, party harder. You work hard, you reap the benefits. Winning is everything. And Adam 2 says the logic is reversed. You give so that you can receive. Or better still, you give before you receive. Adam 2 says, surrender something apart from outside yourself so that you can gain a victory over some part of yourself. Adam 2 says, lose yourself to find yourself. Now the thing is, we put you in school, you're prepared for life and for living. Life is that surf kit, right, that, say, Keith has. For living is something what Natalie has. But we need both. Your parents have put you here and you are given all these experiences so that you can be successful in life. You must go out and create wealth. You must go out and use all the gifts you can, all the gifts that you have for your own benefit first, right? And obviously when you self-actualize and maximize, use all your potential, and then you can create for others. But you need to that. We need you to be successful. We need you to go out and conquer the world. We need you to be Adam 1 in the best possible way. But don't forget Adam 2 is what I ask. If you're going to ask, like I said, if you're going to conquer the world, then also say, am I not here to serve the world? Am I not here? What is the purpose of my life? Will you also ask those questions I asked you to? When you leave a place, don't be judged only by your net worth or by the wealth you have created. Also be judged by your self-worth and how you have helped others create this wealth or an inner wealth. When you leave a place, and years later when you leave this world, you must feel that all your talents and your deep, all the things that make you happy, they meet the world's need. So when your gifts and your deep gladness meets the world's deep need, then you will know that your life has been a success, both for yourself and for all the worlds that you will inhabit and for all the worlds that you impact. On behalf of the management, on behalf of all your staff and students and Didis and Bhaiyas, the entire staff, school community, and on my own behalf, I wish all 7 of you the very best. God bless.
Thank you, sir, for your address. May they never forget that character will shape destiny. May your words stay with them to guide them in their highs and their lows. Parents are a crucial part of any child's life. They are important stakeholders at TGS. They work alongside the school for the benefit of the child and the community. May I request Ms. Morera to please share with us her reflections as a TGS parent.
Guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the exceptional graduating class of the Gala School. Good afternoon. Today marks a momentous occasion in the life of our graduates. As we stand on the precipice of the future, we come together to celebrate not only the academic adventures or achievements of these remarkable young individuals, but also the journey they have undertaken to reach this point. To the teachers, the faculty members, parents and guardians, this day is as much about you as it is about our children. Your unwavering support, countless sacrifices, and endless encouragement have played a pivotal role in shaping the destinies of the graduates before us. Today is a testament to the power of dedicated teachers, the strength of community, and the unyielding spirit of determination. As we reflect on the years that have led us to this moment, we recognize and appreciate the opportunities that have been offered to our children. While students need to learn math, science, and literature, developing life skills that help them navigate their future is equally crucial. It's about enabling students with the skills they need to succeed outside the school walls. The unwavering support of the teachers by way of focused feedback, follow-up and follow-through, and gentle nudging in the right direction makes it easier for the children to reach their full potential. Your commitment to fostering a positive learning environment, providing quality instruction, and nurturing the overall development of our children has not gone unnoticed. The engaging curriculum, in innovative teaching methods, and the emphasis on character development have contributed significantly to the growth and success of our children. We appreciate the tireless efforts put forth by teachers to inspire a love for learning and to instill valuable life skills in our children. Moreover, the open communication channels between students and parents have played a crucial role in keeping us informed and involved in the development of our children's education. It's evident that there's a genuine commitment to collaboration between the school and parents, and we are grateful for the partnership in shaping the future of our children. To the principal, Mr. Joseph, the teachers, coordinators, and the entire school staff, we want to express our deepest gratitude for providing a safe, nurturing, and enriching educational experience for our children. Your belief in transformative power of education has been the driving force behind the success we celebrate today. As our children spread their wings and embark on a new adventure, know that the values that you have instilled in them will be a testament to your love and guidance. Graduates, you are a class of exceptional individuals who have demonstrated not only academic prowess, but also resilience, creativity, and a commitment to excellence. Today, as you stand on the threshold of a new chapter, remember lessons learned within these walls. Cherish the friendships forged, the mentors who have guided you, and the challenges that have made you stronger. In closing, let us take a moment to savor the joy and pride that fills this auditorium. Graduates, as you move forward, carry the torch of knowledge, compassion, and integrity. Today we celebrate not only what you have accomplished, but also the boundless potentials that lie ahead. May your ambitions be grand and your impact on the world immeasurable. The future is in your hands, and we are very confident that you will make it extraordinary. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you very much, Ms. Moreira. It has been a great pleasure having you and your children with us at DGS. It gives me immense pleasure to call upon Ms. Deirdre Gokhale, our IGCSE coordinator, to share her thoughts with us.
A very good afternoon to everyone present in the auditorium. This day, indeed, we are truly happy, but I'm sure most of the team members are also very sad because you have been a fantastic batch. My dear students, the graduating class of 24. I'm really happy for you and sad at the same time, but you have to graduate and move from one phase of learning to another. Carry with you all the goodwill that you have in your hearts and all the efforts put in by yourselves and your teachers that have toiled along with you. And as we all say it, slay it in the examination room. We'll be there to support you outside the room. Since the past few months, I've seen the entire team work with you, sometimes pushing you very hard to do all the past papers, look through the mark schemes, look at the feedback, look through the exemplar candidate responses. Keep all that in mind for the coming days. I am sure, and we are all sure, you will score a century. We're all aiming for that. Put in your best effort and keep the midnight lamp, the midnight bulb burning. We believe in you. Anay, Aman, Eleanor, Eva, Keith, Natalie, and Zain. Reach for the stars, my dear seven. Here's signing off today with a heavy heart. Your IGCSE coordinator.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wisdom and guidance. We know our students have benefited greatly from your painstaking efforts to see them through. They owe you a lot. May I now request Mr. Guerra to present the first set of scrolls. Keith Alema. Natalie Morera. Thank you, Mr. Guerra. May I now request our principal, Mr. Joseph, to present the next set of scrolls. Zain Menezes. Eva Fernandez. Aman Naik. Thank you, sir. May I now request our IGCSE coordinator to present the final set of scrolls. Elena Shinde. Anay Pawar. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Miss Vanessa Gracious, Miss Christabel Silvera, and Miss Malvika Silvera to sing a song that tells us what is in all our minds and hearts today.
light fade from the sky. On the wind we heard a sigh, as the shadows cover our parting corners, we will say this last goodbye. We will be calling silent this day. The road is now calling, and you must away over hill and under tree, through lands wherever light has shone, by silver streams that run down to the sea. And if now, beneath the stars, along this wall, this summer stay, you turn at last to paths that lead home, and go where the road that takes you we cannot tell. We came through this way, but now comes the day to bid you farewell. Many places you have been, many triumphs you have seen, but you don't regret, nor must you forget all who took that road with you. Eve will be falling, soil in this day. The road is now calling, and you must away over hill and under tree, through lands wherever light has shone, by silver streams that run down to the sea. On these days we will go, with our blessing you were born, to turn at last to paths that lead home, and go where the road that takes you we cannot tell. We came through this way, but now comes the day to bid you farewell. That you walk a very far farewell.
Miss Vanessa, Miss Christabel, and Miss Malvika, that was mellifluous and pitch perfect in more ways than one. Grade 10 students, please rise for the pledge.
Let us now pledge. As I stand on the cusp of a new life, looking back with affection, and looking forward with courage and hope, I promise to press toward the mark for the high calling of being my true authentic self, for myself, for humanity, and for the world that needs my empathy and action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our young students finish one part of their lives to begin another.
So now we move to a very important part of the graduation ceremony, that is turning and tossing of the cap, turning the tassel and tossing of the cap. I quote the Irish blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Students, the much awaited moment. Graduates, you may move your tassels from right to left. And at the count of 3, you will throw your cap as you enter a new phase of your life. 1, 2, and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, we would like to once again thank you for being a part of this memorable afternoon.